And that's when she tickled my taint. Taint ticklers. Hi. Hello. Hello. Stephen P. was first in. He says, my body is ready. Is that something with the thumbnail? My body is ready for stuff. Scuba Steve. What's up, Scuba Steve? And hi, Steven. It's good to see you, brother. Thanks again to you and Jenna. That pie was delish, just like last year. I think it's the same company and stuff, right? Absolutely loved it. It's gone. It's gone. Very, very good pie. Thank you so much. And thanks to Brother Dan in case he pops in or sees the replay or something. Brother Dan also sent me a box of Spanish cheeses and meats. And I already ate a whole wheel of blue cheese and the other stuff. Thank you guys. It was very nice sending me stuff for my birthday. Again, I don't reciprocate. Wish I could. So I really do appreciate that. Bigfoot, Dennis, he's not here. He's never here. Even when he's here, he's not. He's not here. That happens as you get old. I know. John McKenzie, what's up? Johnny Mac, hello, hello. Fishion, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Nancy B in Tennessee, hello. Joseph Stanley, hello, Joe Stan. There's Mr. Whip, what's up, brother? And Lori. Look at all these cool people. Candy Overhauls. Thanks again, Miss Candy, for that email. It meant the world to me. Yeah, thank you. And Miss Lori, we said hi to Miss Lori. Hi, Miss Lori. Back signal to Zen. We can introduce you. Gotcha. Yep. She's got a weird thing. And there's Brother Rico. I was just gonna say that's Brother Skipper. Hi, Skip. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. How's the weather there in PA? It's it's not too bad here. The wind is a little bad. I was outside fixing some wires, and I was pretty chilly. Yeah, it was pretty chilly out there. But I can see grass for the first time since like mid-December, I think. So it's been a few months since we've seen grass, but the yard is mostly grass. And this is an OBS. This is a talk studio, so I can't show you. I mean, I probably could, but you don't deserve it, so I'm not going to. But there's a lot of grass out there now. Still a lot of snow. I mean, there's drifts and stuff in certain areas. There's still I don't know 3 or 4 inches of snow in some of the places. But the sun is shining. There's hardly any clouds. Just a few. It looks like a Simpsons sky. The Simpsons. A lot of waves on the lake because it is so windy. Beautiful though. It is. It's really nice. You're not coffee, Steven. You can only do so much. There's Moosey, Aquatic Moose. Hello, Jody P. Hi there. Hi there. Welcome to the bottom. Oh, Jody P. became a member. Thank you. Thank you for being a bottom. Power to the bottoms. Power bottom? Thank you, Jody. I appreciate that. I think you're the first new member in a very, very long time. And again, I get that because I don't stream, I don't do videos, I don't really engage with the community much these days. So that makes sense. I'm surprised I still have like 50 members. That's amazing to me that I still have that many when I don't really do much. So thank you, everybody that's still a member after all these time. There's Johnny No Shoes. Hello, sir. What's going on in Illinois? Where are we at? I think I got everybody so far. We don't have a ton of people. It's good to see you, Joe Stan. I see you over on TikTok from time to time, but I don't see you anywhere else. Well, of course, like I said, I don't come in. So tomorrow, I am so excited. I have been demure. Moose. I am not demure. There's a whole thing about that. It's a hoodie. Yeah, this is a hoodie from Temu. Like all my clothes these days. Empire Dirt, what's up, Jeff Kane? Hi, Rosie. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't feel like I'm looking good. I feel like I need a haircut. But yeah, this thing's super warm. It's got like a wool lining. Look at I got my Mr. T starter kit, but there's a wool lining, so this thing's super warm. Same with the. See if I can do this. Let's see. Can't do it. So with the same with these sweatpants, they're wool lined too, so they're just super warm. Like I didn't have to wear a jacket when I went out, and it's well, it's 35 degrees, so it's not cold at all. But the wind chill is pretty bad. Let's see, wind chill. Actually, wind chill isn't even that bad either. It's about 10 degrees less, roughly. Let's see. Oh yeah, tomorrow we are going to. I'm going to show you where we're going. I'm going to show you bastards where we're going, and you're going to watch. Because if you don't, nothing will happen. You just won't get to know. Let's see. Do I still have it open? I do not. I posted it in the Discord, so people that are on the Discord have already seen this. But I am so excited to go to this place. Do. All right, hold on. Almost there. Here we go. It's an they say all you can enjoy. So I don't know if that's a way to get around to, instead of saying all you can eat, as opposed to, all you can enjoy. Maybe there's a time limit. And every time I think about that, I think about, what was his name? Not Louis Anderson, right? Was it Louis Anderson? No. You've been here for an hour, which is, pretty racist sounding. But anyways, this is where we're going. And look at that sushi. It's all you can eat sushi place, but it's not just sushi. So this is the all you can enjoy menu. So they've got, soups and salads, appetizers. I'm going to try all the tempuras, deep fried scallops, rocky shrimp, stuff from the wok. They've got regular meals and things, but they've also got just some of their signature stuff. And the grilled eggplant sounds really good. Rice and noodles. So they've got really good ramen. But then you get down to the important stuff, hand rolls. So you can get a roll. I don't know what the difference is between a hand roll and a roll. I'm not that sushi savvy. Sushi savvy was my nickname in college. But yeah, you can get those, all these different types, and then they've got their signature rolls. But then this is what's pretty cool. So you go in and you use an iPad and you say, okay, I want 2 of these salmon sushi, white tuna sushi, red tuna. You iPad, and then a robot brings you your sushi out. So I am going to try starting here. Sushi 1. Each one of these is just a single. So but you can order multiple of them at the same time. I'm going to try every one of those. Every one of those. Oh, it doesn't seem like as much now. When I look at it, that's not that many, actually. I mean, I could easily eat all that many. Shiitake mushroom sushi. Barbecue eel pizza. The snow roll sounds really good. Mango. Yakitori. So much. But I'm going to try all the different sushis and I'm going to try and eat as much as I can from this entire menu. I'm going to try. My goal is to have one of everything, except for things like soup. You can't have, you can have one bowl of soup, but you can't have like one spoonful of soup. I want to try everything though. So, one yam tempura. I am so looking forward to this. I can't tell you. I haven't left the house since January 8th. So I'm a little anxious about going out in public. My buddy Zen Ginger knows because she's going out tomorrow as well. But yeah, I am so looking forward to this. This was my birthday present from Michelle. And I made a video when, I think it was when Steven and Jenna sent me the pie. I said something like, that was it. That was my birthday. And at the point I didn't know about this. So I was wrong, though. This was also for my birthday. So that made me feel, extra special. All right. I see Kenny came in. Let's see who else. I said hi to that Jeff Kane character. Why you're not doing much, Rico? I'm out of the loop. Joe Stan, I just had a lot of health issues, both physical and mental. You know, I have RA. Here, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. We can just close it. So I have RA and Sjogren's, and the RA has really, I have a lot of scar tissue on my lungs and on my heart, um, and I'm in constant pain. I have to take pain meds every day just for maintenance purposes. Um, so even the good days, I'm in a lot of pain, and it's depressing. And I've talked about it before quite a bit. But also, I was diagnosed as bipolar, and I've been struggling with that for more than a year now, and taking different meds. I'm looking all my different meds here. You know, um, so yeah, it's been health issues, mental and physical. It's just gotten really bad, and a lot of days I'm really down. I don't get out of bed a lot of days. Some days because I'm in so much pain, and other days because I'm depressed that much, and it's tough. So I've pulled away from a lot of my friends because I feel like all I do is bitch and moan all the time, and it's always all about me. So I don't talk to people as much as I used to. I don't do as much because I nothing's changed, and I'm just you got to get tired of it. Even if you're a great friend, you listen all the time, and you're supportive, and there's a lot of you that are like that. But at some point, man, you just got to get tired of it. You do, even though you say you don't. I know you have to. I would get tired if somebody was just constantly bitching, and that's what I do. So that's why I haven't been doing too much, Joe Stat. All right, I said hi to Jeff Kane and Rosie. Whip says it's not what's going on in Illinois; it's what's coming down, and the answer to that is a shit ton of snow. It's surprisingly sunny here. Are you guys getting quite a bit? I don't know if we'll get any more snow or not after this week. I mean, it's hit or miss because a lot of times we get snow, at Mother's Day. So, but it looks like going forward, it's going to be a warmer rest of the March and April than regular. It looks like it would. Rico was my name nickname at Bandcamp. Are you sure you don't want to just share your whole screen and browser history? Well, I don't go to Reddit on this computer anymore, so we should be safe. Get it? I've been MIA in Discord too. Much life and work. Yeah, I did notice that. And I do go into Discord quite often. A lot of times I just read stuff. I try to post in there, because that's my only social media really right now. I don't really do Facebook. I think Facebook is just a shithole. And it's disappointing, to see some of my friends that I respect. Anyways, yeah, so I don't do a lot of social media. Discord is pretty much the only social media I really do these days. I do a little bit on TikTok. Mostly I just, look at the girls on TikTok, I mean, I do, but that's not why I go there. I have got political stuff and fishy stuff and just everything. But I like girls. Do they serve pufferfish? I didn't see any pufferfish, Mr. McKenzie. I didn't see that. Grilled Chilean sea bass. Kick his ass, sea bass! Beef wrapped enoki mushroom. Salmon teriyaki. Salmon teriyaki. Teriyaki. Octopus skewers. Grilled baby octopus skewer drizzled with house ginger fruit sauce. The house ginger. They have a house ginger. I don't think it's Zen ginger, but that would be cool if she was their house ginger. We have a house ginger. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Pan fried kale. I don't know if that sounds good, but I'm going to try it. Oh, I keep looking at the menu, mostly the sushi, because I absolutely love sushi. I've talked about that a million times. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. There's Kenny. ABC, I'm finally down member for 38 months. That's friggin' amazing. I thought your name was Handroll. Alishon, I don't know Mr. John Panette. I'm sorry. Is he somebody big in our community in the fish keeping? I might have heard the name, but Alishon, it's good to see you. And if that was a friend of yours, my condolences. Well, regardless, it's somebody you cared about, I can tell. So my condolences. Illinoisians. Turn up the Illinois. Wasn't that Sufjan Stevens? I like Sufjan Stevens. Steven's gonna lurk. There's a net. Do they have? Oh, it jumped on me. Wow, I haven't said that in for a long time. Do they have the sushi tower? I don't think so. Because again, you order on the iPad and then a robot brings you your stuff. And then they also walk around. They've got skewers of like veggies and chicken and stuff. And you want some of this, and they throw it on your plate. You want some of this? I don't know if they're Japanese, but I mean, it's New York, so they probably do sound like that. Wait. Nancy B. Wait, what? What did Nancy say? Oh, I tried to ask you last night, but I fell asleep. What do you call people from Illinois? Assholes. Just kidding. Just kidding. I mean, I grew up right next to Illinois, and it's Whip and Johnny No Shoes. Who else is in Illinois that we know? God, I'm drawn. Oh, Kyle, Outside In Aquatics, right? Isn't he from Illinois? I think he's in Chicago. I don't remember who else. I don't know who else. Illinoodles. Illinoodlers. I need to make a spreadsheet to keep track of everything you try and what you rate it. I'm going to do a bunch of videos. I'm just going to do like screenshots of all the different stuff I get. Screenshots. I did this. I look like a politician. At least I'm not doing this. Because, F that guy. Sorry, lost my train of thought. I've had a real hard time with that, too. I'm going to take pictures. I don't know why I said screenshots. I'm going to take pictures of, all the stuff as it comes out to show, what I'm having. It's just Michelle and I going. Again, I'm super excited. This is like the most exciting thing to happen to me in a long time. I'm so happy. Apparently it's secret and he won't tell us. Teriyaki with the bonita flakes on top. Bonita. If I was a porn star, that'd be my name. Dennis isn't here again. I know Dennis. I said that. Hi, Dennis. Cordyceps. You know what? Yeah, I've read a lot about the cordyceps, and I'd love to. I can't afford to. I would definitely love to, though. I've never even tried cordyceps, and part of me is a little afraid of cordyceps, just mentally. I know that there's nothing wrong with them, but aren't cordyceps the ones that also turn the like the wasps and the ants and stuff into zombies? Big Steve, what's going on? Mother effing Stan. It's good to see you, my friend. I don't mind if you bitch and moan. Oh, it jumped. Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, there we go. Same boat. Joe Stan says, I've been missing from my very bad health and depression too. Love you, brother, and we got this. Yeah, I remember we talked about that in the past. You having quite a few health issues. I do remember that right about the time you crawled underneath one of the houses or something. I remember, right? Wasn't that something right about that time? I don't mind if you bitch and moan to me as long as I can bitch and moan to you. We can bitch about the same shit. That's the thing too. I just, I don't want to be a burden. I know. I don't want to be a burden. Hold on. I got to do my beard maintenance. Michelle got me this because she likes how it smells. And it's very important to me that she likes how my face smells. Because it lets me get close, She needs to enjoy how my face smells. My face smells. Wow, got real southern there. Like how my face smells. Oh yeah, what was that? Kenny, what was that? I made myself laugh, but then I realized that a lot of people probably want to understand what I was saying. Oh, it was something about making fake wood. No, making wood look like wood. That's what it was, right, Kenny? 79 here in Texas, and it's going to be 65 where Kenny is. He's not too far. It's about 3 hours, I think, roughly, maybe less from me. I didn't even look at the forecast. And there's Huawei. What's up, man? I was going to go live. Are you doing lives? Again, I'm so out of touch. And hello, sir. Hello, sir. John Panette was a comedian we were talking about. Oh, at the Chinese buffet. Thank you, Alishan. And Stephen. Okay. How far behind am I? That's only 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. John Panette. Yes. You've been here 4 hours, which is, is wrong, but it's still funny. It's still funny. It's funny like this is funny. Take my strong hands. Take my strong hand. I didn't buy. I won a bunch of these. They're like $1 on Temu. So I've not just this one, but a whole bunch of different ones. I got a bunch coming for my daughter too, and Michelle's got some different ones. I've got the I don't know you. That's my purse. Bobby from King of the Hill. Greg the Guppy guy. What's going on? What is going on, Greg the Guppy? And Foxanne. Hello. Bex. Hi. It's good to see you. It's good, very good to see you. Hi. I mean, we've been talking a little bit back and forth, but I miss you. I understand everything, but I do miss you. Do I need to make a bitch and moan channel on Fishcord? Oh, J&N Aquatics too. Hi. I'm sorry I missed you coming in. Then there's Salient. What's up, dude? What's up, Jesse? I'm sorry I missed a few guys coming in. A few people coming in. 69, cloudy, top of the boot in Louisiana. I don't think you do need to make a bitch and moan channel on the Fishcord, because then that would encourage me to post bitching and moaning there, and I don't want to do that any worse. Can't go in the house anymore at all. I'm struggling with a lot of the stuff I need to do outside. I did get outside for a little bit and repair some simple wires. They're from a solar light, so it's very simple, just the low gauge, no big deal. I did repair that. That was it. That was and this is a good day. This is a good day. Oh, and I put some more glow in the dark stickers on our ceiling, because we have at night. It looks good. It looks good. It looks like you're camping when you look up at night, especially because I have a black light in there. So I turn the black light on for a little bit. And, if I turn that on for about a half an hour, then those stickers, there's a big moon right in the middle. And then there's just a ton of different stickers all over the place. Little stars, tiny little dots, so it looks like the night sky. It really does look like you're outdoors. I don't know why I'm looking up here, because there's nothing, but they last all night. They last all night long from that. Okay, we said we saw Jesse come in. Evil woman. Evil woman. How you done me wrong, but now you're trying to wail a different song. That's not the same one I was singing. And there's Geek Boy. Wait, did Geek Boy do the thing? Geek Boy. Where's the finger from the boy? The boy of geek. I'm not seeing the finger yet. I need to finger. Finger me. Finger me, Geek Boy. I need to be fingered. Finger it out. Yeah, painting wood to look like wood. Yeah. That's what it was. Wait, what did Jody get? What did Jody say? I missed that. Another clutch of mystery snails. Oh, gotcha. I don't have any mystery snails left. I have none. I should get some. I'm thinking shrimp and snails, I think, at the Clash. I think that's the only thing I'm going to try and pick up is shrimp and snails. I don't really have any shrimp left, unless there's still some in the pond. Again, the pond did fine this year so far. I mean, I don't think it's gonna. We're past the worst of it. Um, hold on, never mind. And I did put some shrimp in there, just some cherry shrimp, but I don't know if they survived or not. We'll have to see. The rice fish did great though with just that. Cora wants to know if my incontinence issues have cleared up. No, they've gotten worse. Sometimes I'll just be walking and it'll just whoosh, it's like a sprinkler going off. Just I'm like, oh, did I do that? Did I do that? Candy's got errands to run. Love you bunches too, and be safe. Always good to see you, Candy. We're used to you being a bit bitching. Take my strong hand. That made me laugh so hard. I love that. I bought I got the one I said, the Bobby from King of the Hill. I don't remember what else. I got a bunch of Beetlejuice. My daughter loves Tim Burton, so I got a bunch of those things, which she doesn't know about, but she doesn't watch me, so it's okay. So rude. Trying to think what else. I got a whole bunch of those little pins because they're so easy to win. I got some of the. My daughter also likes. Here, I'll just show you. How about that? I'll show you. I'm going to show you. Oh, there we go. And my daughter absolutely loves that movie. It's one of her favorite movies. And I'm still doing the Timu thing. How has it been a year? I think it's been a year since I started doing it. And man, I just got so much shit. I mean, that's what most of it is, right? Most of it is. Handbook for the recently deceased. So just a bunch of stuff like that. Bunch of stuff like that. I did get my shirt for the Clash. It's fish adjacent, fish adjacent, fish adjacent, fish adjacent. All right. Anyways, put that down. Don't look at that. And hi, Coral. I didn't say hi. Hello, sir. JT keeping fish. What's happening? If I remember right, yeah, one of those bird buddy things I do with the camera. Yep, they have a new product design for pollinator gardens. Might be worth putting on a wish list. Is that the super expensive stick? Basically, it does have some stuff on it for pollinators, but it's basically just a stick, and it's like $300, something like that. Is that what you're talking about? Because I did go look at that. I got an email about it, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds neat." So I went to look at it, and I was like, $300? Yeah, it doesn't sound that friggin' neat. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's got more to it that I wasn't thinking of. It looks. Hold on. How come this picture doesn't? Hold on. I want to show you because it really looks. This picture is really nice, but I got to. It's not showing up very good on my page. So I've got to go to the actual webcam. I don't know. That's not the one I wanted. What is it? I forgot what the IP is on that one. I should have saved all these but I'm dumb. Of course you knew that. Not Media Hub. It's not the sensors. That's 213. So I think is it 90? All right, never mind. You don't get to see it because I can't remember what the IP address is for that camera. So I'll just show you this. There you go. Wonder if I can. Here, Let's do this one instead. Let's do this one instead. There's only 20 people here. I had 234 people once. That was because Corey was here. I mean, I used to get like 75 or 80, but now I'm lucky if I get like 30. It's just how it is. I'm complaining. Just it's more the bitch and the moaning. Excuse me. There we go. So you can see that straight line? That was my path. That was so beaten down right there. Oh, right there. And then I curved around there and walked over here. But it was so packed down that it still hasn't melted. But yeah, you see, there's hardly any snow left. What is that? Oh, I thought it was an animal right here. Mark Sturlson's here. What's up, Mark? 3 whole years. I know, it's amazing. See this right here? I don't know. I think you can see my cursor right there. Doesn't that look like a cougar or something? Yeah, I think it looks like a cougar, but all it is just where the snow melt. Snow melt where the snow melted. Anyways, it just looks beautiful outside today. Let's stop that. Let's close that. Let's close that. There we go. But yes, I do have one of the Bird Buddy things. Actually, the camera's right here because it was just so, it was frozen out there, and the camera part is right here, which I'll be putting it out there pretty soon. It'll go back out very, very soon. Probably, maybe even today. Okay. Okay. And I also have one of those bird feeders that come inside your house. I'm such a child. I'm an old man. I'm an old man, and I have the sense of humor of like a 12-year-old boy. Because when I said come inside the house, I giggled. So the birds actually, it's got like a piece of plexiglass or Lexan or something super, it's clear, you can see through it, and it comes inside the house. So you put the bird feed in there, and the birds actually are inside the house. You could see them. And that came from Whip. So I have that as well. And that's taken down right now too, because you got to leave a window open. And when it's, 10 degrees out, I tend not to do that. Sometimes I like the fresh air. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I like the winter. I like cold weather. I do. But I hate the house being all closed up. I love the windows all being open, and I can hear the birds outside. We live in an obviously very rural area, and there's really not that much noise from humans that often, except for around 4th of July when it's just like nonstop party, and cannons going off and fireworks everywhere, and just people all over the place. But the rest of the time, it's pretty quiet, and I love having the windows open, just waking up in the morning and getting that fresh air. I got a bunch of coconuts. The lady here, they are standing in a row. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know that one either. I know I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Is that the same song? I can't sing Lovely Bunch of Coconuts, Coral said, without it morphing into 76 trombones. I don't know what is wrong. Keep shouting about succulent Chinese. Eric Wyrock, hello, sir. Hope you're doing good. Eric with a K. I told him I did spell his name wrong, and I told him I was going to make sure to always spell it with a C from now on. So it's good to see you, Eric. It's like that. That one from Starbucks, I think it was, where the guy said, I told him my name was Mark with a C, and he got the cup and it said Kark. That always made me laugh. Would you eat a peanut butter and jelly Reese's cup? I would. I don't care about Eric. I would. Eric are McStreaming with us. Nice. Cool. Meant to be a question with grammar and stuff. Oh, he is making a demand, not a request even. How many Eric's back is Rico? Well, that says 208. 5 minutes still. I'm only 5 minutes behind. I missed a great opportunity to say Eric's behind. Eric is gonna join. You should do more off-screen shopping and internet surfing. It's very exciting. Okay. I got down to Mark. Hi, Mark. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope things are, 3 years. That's amazing, isn't it? Everyone sent out invites and get more people in here. You always feel free to invite me. That's okay. I mean, the important people are mostly here. Well, now I can't after stroking out from that comment. I'm thankful for Eric's picky eating ways. The few times I've eaten with Kelly, I was told at least you're not as bad as Eric. Thank you for sending the bar low for Team Toddler Palate, good sir. Yeah, and I'm the, obviously you already know that, but I am the other extreme. There's hardly anything that I wouldn't eat. That's legitimate food items. I like so much stuff. That's why I can't cook for other people, because I'm not picky, and I like to just throw random stuff together. I just so I don't cook for other people because people are picky assholes, and I'm not. I'm just an asshole. I do pick my under my. At least he tries foods, even though and that drives me crazy, because my daughter is super picky, and she won't even try stuff because she's like, I already know I won't like it. Well, your taste changed. When I was a kid, I did not like blue cheese at all. Blue cheese dressing, blue cheese, hated it. Now I absolutely love it. Your taste changes as time goes on. Just not even trying different foods is it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Don't live your life handicapped like that. Expand your palate. Bootsy Cats. Hi, Rachel. What's up, TK Tropicals? What's going on? Oh. Ollie's not barking, so it must not have stopped. It sounded like the UPS truck. It's good to see you, Rachel. Okay. I try not to hold my palate up on a pedestal, as I wish I liked everything. I mean, it just makes it so much easier, right? If you enjoy everything. But I'm that way with most things. Like, there's very few things that I'm super picky about. My life could be described as good enough, except for relationships and things like that. But I definitely didn't settle for my wife. She settled for me. I didn't settle for her. Wow, that tree is really rocking out there. That is really moving. But everything else, I'm so like movies and entertainment, stuff like that. Was I entertained? Did it have plot holes? Yes. Was I entertained? Yes. That's all that matters. I will eat anything, though, at least once. Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I would try any real food at least once. At least once. You got to. You got to. You should try most things at least once. All the important people are here, leaving Zen off the island again. Yes. Damn it. One of my best friends, Zenny. Zenny's going out tomorrow night, and she's going to have fun. She's going to go see a comedian that I really enjoy. Her husband's taking her out with their best friends, and so I will be leaving the house tomorrow, and so will Zen Ginger. Neither one of us leave the house that often, so I'm going to send her some. I'll be out way earlier. We're leaving here about 10:30 tomorrow morning, because it's an hour drive to get there. And I think the reservation's at 11:30. So yeah, I will eat pineapple on pizza, or even pizza on pineapple. Zen who? Damn it! Can there be a crossover Snarf and Barf stream with Eric where he just tries to eat adult food? Yeah, just standard stuff, just standard things. This is called a Caesar salad. Yeah. Yeah, it can't be just like, Cocoa Puffs or something. It's got to be just normal foods, that Eric does not like. He'd have to change the name to just barf. I'm pickier about textures than taste, and my daughter's same. And I know a lot of people. Yeah, the textures are definitely important. And yeah, I get a little bit. Some textures I just can deal with. You know, if I don't like the way something looks, I'm not eating it. Well, I want to. I want to so bad, and I'm not going to do it because it's the middle of the day, and there might be kids like Lando. Lando, where's Lando? Lando left a comment on a video the other day. I was very happy to see him. I hope Lando is doing well. Um, just finished my coffee. Speaking of things I hated when I was younger, Coral hated beers as a kid. Really? I had my first beer when I was 8. It was an old style, and I drank it. My dad, but then he stopped drinking. So, bum. Select pet. What's up, John? Johnny's going to be at the Clash again, right, John? And this time, John, I'll make sure to look for you when we go get something to eat or something, because I thought you had left last time. So many people going to be there this year. So many people. Mark Xanadu is going to be there. I mean, he's the only important one. The rest of you guys don't matter. So many people. This you got to go. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go to the Clash. There's no choices. Go to the Clash, or you're going to be missing out on the most fun one ever. I guarantee you. I mean, there's going to be a wedding there. I guarantee you, it'll be the most fun fish event you've gone to. And if it's not, then we'll just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you bitching. It could be a real snarfing bar. Rico snarfing, Eric barfing. There we go. I mean, there isn't a lot of there's not a lot of barfing, right? We had pretty much nothing but crap piss water beer when I was younger. Bud, Coors, Michelob, barf. Yay. I like Michelob Ultra because again, beer just makes me full these days. That's all it does. That's why I stick to the rum and cokes, and mostly rum, a little bit of coke. Because the beer just fills me up. So I do like Mick Ultra because it doesn't. But yeah, I agree. And when people said American beer sucks, they were right back then. They were right because we didn't have a lot of microbrews and stuff. But now, if they say that, they're just ignorant, or they don't like beer. That's unacceptable. But if you are a beer drinker and you say American beer sucks, you're stupid. You're just dumb. You're just an idiot. Don't say that, because there's so many different American beers now. I mean, there's a million different ones. Somebody look it up. How many microbreweries are there in the United States? I know they've actually gone down a little bit. I think they peaked at one point. Thousands. There's thousands of them. So if you like beer, there's a beer that will suit you. I hope there's coffee on the way to Mark Maron. I think there will be, but they're going late. I think she said she's leaving at 5 in the afternoon. To me, that's late. To you guys, you're like, what? So 5 o'clock is late. I'm one of those people that, there's a lot of nights I'm in bed by 6 or 7 o'clock. I've said that. So 5 o'clock in the afternoon, if I'm thinking about going somewhere, if it's at 5 o'clock, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so tired. I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. Watching only the treadmill. The treadmill. Wait, what? The treadmill. The treadmill. Look, I have hair bubbles. Whip says I'm relegated to crap beer, even though there's much better beer to be had, because diabetes make me suffer cruel and unusual punishment for some reason. Rachel said, I'm not picky at all, but I'll never be on Rico's level. I draw a line at bugs and animal reproductive parts. And that's a good line. Yeah. And Moose says, Bootsy got to draw that line somewhere. I mean, That's, yes, I get that. I get that. Animal reproductive parts. A whale's vagina. San Diego. Fermented fish still on the table. Oof. Good stuff. I like it. Jody said it'll be my first class this year. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I mean, I see you a lot on the Discord. I think we said that last week. I'm looking forward to meeting you. And definitely you got to come up and say hi, because I won't recognize you. I haven't seen you. I know you've been on some live streams, but I won't recognize you. Jeremy, I think, is coming again. I think Brother Dan is coming this year, pretty sure, which is going to be great because I've never actually met Brother Dan, even though he's a good friend. I've never met him face to face, and he doesn't live too far away. I'm hoping Vinay is going to make it. I think Skipper's coming. I think that's going to be great. Obviously, all my other friends, Whip and Ed and, Steven and Jenna. I'm going to leave out a whole bunch of people. Zenny. I told Zen to make sure she tells her husband that when I see her, I'm going to give her a very borderline inappropriate hug and not to hit me. Because I'm so excited to see her. I'm not going to grab her butt on accident like I did with Rebecca. If I grab her butt, it'll be on purpose. So, oh, poor Rebecca. Select Pet likes to go to the events and then ducks everyone while he's there. and that's yeah. John's right. We need to figure out how to do that, though. How do we do that? We need to make a group text or something. I lost so many folks. How do we do that? Is it official? Do we somehow, post it on the KeystoneClash.com? But then you're giving information. I don't know how we do that to make sure that we get everybody. Like, Mikey B and Maritza, they got left out of the picture. So many of the people get left out of stuff. So I got to come up with something. Somebody that's smarter than me come up with some ideas on how we can make sure that we tell everybody. And you can't do like announcements, because first of all, they sound like, my ass, 2:00. What the hell is that? I think he just called my mom something. You can't tell what they're saying. And Dan. So we've got to have some kind of way to make sure that everybody from our community is aware of what's going on. And you can't schedule a lot of stuff like, the Saturday night sing along. And I hope a lot of people go to that this year. I really do. I went around and told a lot of people last year. And I'm sure we're going to do it again. Dr. Ted's going to be there, right? And Dr. Ted is sort of the driving force in that. Although Mikey B started it 2 years ago, but Dr. Ted is sort of the driving force of that thing. So I hope a bunch of people go, though, because it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. And nobody cares how bad or how good you sing. Like, I don't sing well at all, but I'm still singing top of my lungs, Top of my lungs. Top of the lungs to you. So it's just fun. It's just so much fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Geek Boy says, my father gave me a taste of his beer when I was around 8. Took me almost 30 years and a trip to Belgium to learn that there are good beers and that's just mass produced here. Yeah. I think the first beer I tried was a Black Butte Porter, but it might have been a Hefe. Hefeweizen? Hefe? El Hefe? Cat House. Hello, Cat House. Hello, Cat House. Cat House. Ed got to meet Cat House down at the Aquatic Expo, right? Aquatic Expo down in there in the Carolinas. In my mind, I was going to Carolina. Still jacks my blood sugar through the roof. Like one good beer sent me from 65 to almost 300. Wow. JNN said 2,092 microbreweries. See? And how many different beers does each microbrewery have? They don't have one. And that's just the microbreweries. There's if you like beer, 9,761 craft breweries. So what's the difference between a microbrewery and a craft? Is a craft bigger or smaller than a microbrewery? Or does that matter? What's the designation? I can't remember what they are. Finally, someone that goes to sleep earlier than me. I do. And then sometimes I'm up super late, uh, can't sleep, just tossing and turning. I mean, I read a lot. I read a lot. I'm about halfway through the last book in the Stormlight archive by my favorite author, Mr. Brandon Sanderson. I love Brandon Sanderson's writing. Absolutely love him. As the voice of an angel that can't sing. Only because he plays the guitar and sings, so there's that. That does definitely helps. He's got a good voice too, Dr. Ted. We could deploy a team to aggressively bang on all the hotel room doors. Yeah. That team is Annette, so she'll have to know everyone's room number. Who all is going to the Clash? Can we get an attendance check? Well, there is a one of the mods, if you would please drop that link on fishfam.link for everybody that's attending. So you can go there, sign in, and mark that you are going to the Clash. If there's a sock on the doorknob, I ain't knocking. I'm knocking harder on that door. Alishon said my dad had me sipping Rheingold, the horror. Rheingold was one of the black label type beers, right? Like a pearl black label. We used to always drink Stroh's when I was a young man because it wasn't about the quality, it was about the quantity. And Stroh's came in a 15 pack for the same price as the 14, as a 12 pack. And Stroh's backwards is shorts. So that was a big part of it as well. And Gina, hi Gina. Hi Gina. Gina's going to be there this year. And she's not going to be a vendor, so she gets to actually hang out with us. Because that's difficult when you're a vendor and trying to hang out. Annette, Jenna, Stephen, you got all those guys know. And mark yourself for the wedding here. There we go. Jenna dropped in the links. Thank you, Jenna. She doesn't need to know all the room numbers. She can just knock on all the doors. Maybe we can get to have dinner with interesting people. Here we go. J&N said craft breweries emphasize on quality, tradition, and creativity on a larger scale as microbreweries specialize. Okay. I wasn't sure how it went. And Jesse is a Jack and Coke person. I don't mind a Jack and Coke. Yeah, I don't mind it. Rum and Coke, though. Rum tastes like Christmas. When I was a big drinker, that was especially. I'm a very seasonal drinker, so October. Actually, when football season started, usually that was the turning point. I would switch from beer over to my rum, and I drink a big bottle Magnum every week at least. Nowadays I only drink at the Clash. That's it. That's the only time I drink. I don't drink anywhere else anymore. I only drink at the Clash. That's it. M&C, you got my email, right? Thank you for the invite. But I just, it's so hard to plan. I know I sent an email. Hopefully you saw the email though. And I'm sorry I didn't get the first one. I never did see it. It wasn't my spam or anything. So I don't know where that one went. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to respond. I upgraded our internet speed with Charter, and now the Wi-Fi keeps cutting out, but the normal internet is fine. I don't know if there's settings I'm supposed to change. Net's not going? Oh, I'm sorry, Annette. I didn't know. I have to transfer all my classroom duties to Geek this year. The chances I'm going extremely low. Well, we'll miss you. I'm sure Scotty's going to miss you. Caca! JN said craft breweries produce 6 million barrels of beer per year, and micro produces less than 15,000. You messed me up because you put 6 million and then 15,000 in it. Mountain Dew and Everclear. Michelle used to drink Everclear because you can't really taste it. The Everclear, that is. Especially like pink lemonade and Everclear, you can't taste the Everclear at all. And in Arizona, I don't know if you can get it here. In Arizona, it was the heavy duty stuff. I think they do sell it here now. Remember when we first moved up here, they didn't sell it. Because it's what is it? 190 proof? 190 proof, I think. 180 proof. I don't know, somewhere way up there. Coro said I like rum and coke and I like a Moscow Mule. I don't know if I've had one of those. So I tried a dark and stormy. Yeah, I've had those the other day and it tastes like paint thinner and just so to me. Dark and stormy. I think that's what Jason Depths Unknown. I think that's what his favorite drink is a dark and stormy. Spiced rum kick, yeah. And if I'm drinking rum, it's usually spiced. Yeah, yeah. I like Captain Morgan. I don't mind Kraken. I don't mind some of the higher end ones, but I just like Captain Morgan. I put vodka in everything now: water, coffee, iced tea, enemas. I mean, just everything. That's gross. You could have left off the enemas, Whip. That's just nasty. And that's got to burn. Not burn. But I guess I've heard people do that, and you absorb it way quicker and way more efficient that way. Like people do, like alcohol enemas, and yeah, I guess you really get drunk super fast. And yeah, all good. Okay, good MNC, good Mike. Unacceptable. We will not stand for that. If I could, it'd be Jägermeister. I don't like Jägermeister. Yeah, I don't care for Jägermeister. And I know you don't think it tastes like black licorice Whip, but that's what it tastes like to me. Ginger beer is the best beer. I like ginger beer, especially if it's made from real gingers. Blacktooth Grin. I don't think I've had one of those, although that sounds really familiar. It also sounds like a song. Gatorade and Everclear was my name in college. We had my roommate on Hill had a drink when he was in college that was called I think it was called the Regular, and it was like Grey Goose and something. I don't remember what it was. It was Grey Goose. I don't remember what it was, but we started drinking Grey Goose and Mountain Dew, and we called it the Frequent because it wasn't regular, but it was frequent, so it was the Frequent. Sailor Jerry. Yeah, Sailor Jerry's pretty good. I should bring it to the class for you since I can't drink it anymore. Yeah, you should. Damn straight you should. Somebody needs to. Grey Goose is a vodka. It is indeed. Very good. I'm proud of you. Yes, Grey Goose is a vodka. Yep. That was what we did, though. Mountain Dew and Grey Goose. I mean, that was a long time ago. That was a very long time ago. That was 36 years ago, something like that. Ugh. I've been trying the copper magnets again. I try everything, but the copper magnets just to see if it helps with arthritis. I get it, those holistic kind of things, but I got them for free, so it's not like I'm out anything. It's just that I constantly the copper does that. It'll turn it green too as time goes on. So I'm constantly having to clean it because it drives me crazy. But you never know. I don't know. This one's super cool. I did a TikTok on that one. It's the one ring, but it glows in the dark. And again, if you put it under the UV light, it'll glow like super bright. Like I could read with it. That's how bright it glows. And it glows for like that bright for half an hour, and then for hours at a lower. Talking about some Rautas. Gangrene what? My mom does red light therapy for arthritis and it helps a lot. Red light therapy. I've never even heard of that one. Hold on. Need to make a note. Red light therapy. I mean, I've had red light therapy, but it was a long time ago, and it's only legal like in Nevada, I think. I I made I spelled therapy wrong. Thapari. I'm just going to go with it. Let's find out what we get with red light Thapari. Low level of red light to improve skin health, reduce wrinkles. Ooh. Works by mitochondria and cells, which can enhance any energy production and support various skin and health conditions. Sally Port. Hi, Sally Port. I don't know. Did I think I said hi to you before? But I don't know if I know you. Thank you for joining members. You don't really get a whole lot. I get it. You'll do it for a month, and I understand if you leave because you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. And I barely even stream or make videos these days. The only videos I make are about my dog Wally. Really, or about food or something that somebody sent me, because you guys are amazing and send me shit all the time. And I do appreciate it because it makes my day when a package comes in. I like, holding packages. She has a red light, and my old farter cat lays under too. He loves it. That's cool. I would like to see that. JNN said y'all should request the 5 wise men drink: 1 wild turkey, 1 Jim Beam, 1 Jack Daniels, 1 Captain Morgan, and 1 Jose Cuervo. Jesus. That's like a Long Island iced tea. Long Island. That's how you say it downstate New York. Lawn, like your lawn, Lawn. Long Island. Long Island. Long Island iced tea. It's a Long Island. I'll have to try this red light therapy. Look, a squirrel. All over the place, aren't I? ClevelandClinic.org. I don't want to go there. I don't like Cleveland. F Cleveland. Cleveland doesn't rock. It's got puddles of piss. What is red light therapy? Where's a good site? American Academy of Dermatology. There we go. That one. I will do that. It's a popular treatment for skin concerns, especially signs of aging, sagging skin. Sagging skin. The red light is good for sagging skin. People also use it to treat hair loss. That's scalp. I never used to have scalp. I mean, I did, but you couldn't see it. Whether you want to treat your skin or regrow hair, you'll find plenty of red light devices sold for home use. No downtime required. Does red light therapy live up to the claims? Here's what we know, along with 5 precautions that dermatologists recommend. Some studies indicate that in general, red light devices can produce a subtle to noticeable results on the face when used to treat fine lines and wrinkles, dark spots, rough feeling skin, discoloration like redness, and loose skin. I've got all of those. But only it says on the face. Most of my, loose skin and sagginess is in other places. Right here. What the hell is this? It's so gross. I've got like those chicken arms now. I never had those. Getting old just sucks. It's just, if I wave my arm, it's just like blah, 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 and it's soft and it's just gross. There's no muscle. It's gone. It's gone. The muscle is gone. Just came up and I don't think I've been here before. Well, Sally Port, thanks. But I love therapy. Therapy. Sagging skin made me giggle too. Well, Sally, very nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Again, I don't stream too much these days. I am still a fish keeper. I still have my fish and everything, but I don't really do much with the community anymore. But I used to. I used to do a lot of stuff. The focus-ons were my favorite. I've done focus-ons with 110, 120 people in our community, from the biggest channels like Corey from the Co-op to people who had no subs at all. And it was getting to know people. So if you ever get a chance and you want to know about some of the people in our community, go take a look at my focus-on playlist. Amazon Prime is here. Amazon truck just went down there, which a lot of times you can't. This 19 months for Jeff Kane. Thank you, sir. Poop. And again, I wish I had. I wish I did the OBS because of all the fun toys that go with it. The points and all the filters and things. But today, again, I didn't plan it. I was sitting here. I just finished up a project, and I didn't feel like doing anything physical. So I was like, I haven't streamed in forever. And I went to see if Johnny was streaming, Johnny No Shoes, and he had. I think he had already finished, or maybe he didn't go today, because he normally goes at noon, and then I used to go at 2 right after him, but I didn't see it, so I started. Yes, Charles, you still have not done the Vertiferk. You still have not done the focus on Zenger yet. Damn it, you can't stop yet. Yes, I have not, and I don't want to pressure Zenny because she doesn't want to do it yet, but she's leaning there. She's leaning there little by little. It's taken about 3 years working on her without being like pushy, and she's slowly getting there. So we might see a Zen Ginger focus on at some point. I'm not going to do another focus on with anybody unless it's Zen Ginger. One of my best friends in the community, among a lot of best friends, but yeah, I'm not going to do any focus on unless it's her. That'll be the next one, regardless. And there's Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Hello. What's happening? It's good to see you. I see Carrie over on the Tiki Takis. He only went for about an hour today. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I always look to see if John's going, because he does go at noon regularly. There goes the Amazon guy. He's not stopping here, so F him. It's hard to focus on anything these days. It very much is. It very much is. It's very hard to focus on things. Yeah. Again, a lot of days spent in bed. A lot of days and not in a good way, not in a fun way. You know, my bluegill is finally really starting to grow. He's still in that little tank. I got to get him over. I got to get him in the 45 tall. Got to move him over there because that's, and there's guppies in there, but there's most of the Congo tetras are gone. They've passed. I've only got like 2 left. And that's sort of what I'm waiting on. I don't want him to pick on those. The guppies I don't care about. He's going to eat those guppies, and I'm just fine with that. I think that's about all that's left in that 45 tall now. Is just guppies and a couple of Congos. Oh no, there's some autocinklus in there too. There's some autocinklus in there. Being pushy for you, Mandy. I don't want to push her because she has reasons why, and I respect those. And I love Zenny. She's she's one of my best friends. We talk a lot, and she understands a lot of things. In your 20s, almost never go out of bed. It's like you, when you're older. I'm sorry. I'll pray for you. You go, boy. Yeah. A lot of stuff like that changes. But you're right. Yeah. There's days where it's just in bed pretty much the whole day. I try to get up for a little bit, but a lot of times, right about 2, I take a nap just about every day around 2 o'clock. Just about every day. And thanks, Jaden. Jaden, what's your first name? I'm sorry, I forgot. Stephen P. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wendell LaCour. Can we all still be friends? Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm leaning more towards being friends with Canadians now than ever before. So, yeah, we could definitely still be friends. Whips World got one. Miss Jess Ladyhead. That's not the first time I've called her that. For some reason, I call her Ladyhead. Which, Jess got one. Latoya got one. Bob got one. Benny. Uncle Smiley. Oh, where is Uncle Smiley? Hope he's doing okay. He's usually here, and he's got a lot of health issues. Hopefully he's doing okay. Annette got one, and Kara C. Oh, and Dennis. Jesus, it just keeps going. And Kyle, outside in. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It really is. That really does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Zeddy is just a quality human being. She does so much for us. She's funny as hell. You know what sucks is it's just doing the bloopy bloops. Oh, and look at it. That's just, it's not centered. The names aren't centered. Try and fix that. Is that the last one? Nope. Yes. You shouldn't be doing the bloopy bloops are right for that. It's the super chats do the thank you or the. Zen's gonna be so pissed she slept through these compliments. Yeah. And that's okay, Nancy. Feeling great. You be gray in solidarity. Yes, I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. One of us. Oh, yeah. One of us, right? Isn't that the Moose? Isn't that what that's from? The one of us, isn't that from that joke about the? Well, I don't remember the whole joke. I just remember somebody looked through a hole in the fence or something and got poked. I tell her all the time behind the scenes. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm super excited that we're going to get to see her at the Clash this year. Super excited. Moose said, "Gray Moose is like Gray Goose, but less catchy and better tasting." No, I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, Gamer Soft. Oh, best people around. I love you guys. I got nothing else. Let me look around. Let me look around. I still have not completed my lightning ceiling thing. Uh, I've got a bunch of. Put those. I don't know where I put them. I've got a bunch of blue lights, solar ones to put outside. The ones that there she is, Zanaroni, San Francisco treat. Um, they're solar lights, the stake ones, but they're blue lightning looking things. But I also have a bunch of the blue meteorite ones out there, and I got more of those to put out. But I don't know where I was going to show you those. I don't know where I put them. I also have this, but I'm just waiting until the weather clears up, and this one's going to go. It's going to go right outside of our window on the soffits. I'm going to hang it from the soffits. So it's right outside our window so we can hear it this summer, when the windows are open. And I have black lights. Black lights. I wonder if this will show anything. Do I have something here I can plug her into? We probably won't be able to see it anyways. Tell us how you feel about the greatest rock and roll band in the world, Kiss. I don't even think you think they're the greatest rock and roll band in the world. I don't even think you do. I think you did at one point, but then your balls dropped. I think you used to think they were the greatest, but then your dad got a job. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Hold, please. Let's see if this is strong enough. Yeah. But you're not going to be able to see anything. Yeah, it's way too bright in here. I thought so. I've got some of these, the black lights, because, right here underneath on the stand, that's a black light. The rugs on the floor, like that one down there, right down there, that's black light. There's 3 of those. That one over there is black light. This one right here doesn't really glow. Let's just make sure there's nothing on my face. Sorry, that's wrong. That is wrong. Barbara Jackson Gordon, Lady Diane. Hi, Lady Diane. How is Missouri? Man, it's been a long time. It's good to see you, miss. Hope you're doing well. There's Uncle Smiley. I was talking about you. Hope you're doing okay, man. Rico is in Kiss. I don't hate Kiss. Although Whip and I joke about that all the time because they're not my favorite band. I don't hate them. They've got some songs that I like, but I just when I was a kid, they were sort of posers, right? That's what most of us that were into the Black Sabbath and Zeppelin and Rush and all those other bands. Even Van Halen came out early enough, like 74, I think was their first album, something like that. 72, 74. I can't remember. Um, but all of those types of bands we liked a lot more, but there was a lot of people that were super into Kiss, and they thought they were the best ever, and I disagreed. But I was young, and I said, "Oh, that band sucks." Not just Kiss, but I mean, and now I don't do that because I realize how subjective art is, and Kiss could be the greatest rock band in the world to you. It's just an opinion, and you're free to have it. And for you, that's the right opinion. Because again, there's you can't say that this band is better than this band. You can say I like this band better than this band, but again, it's art. It's subjective. You just because they're technically better, Joe Satriani, Yngwie Malmsteen, guitarists that are very technically very good. Angus Young, I like to hear Angus more, and Angus is a good guitar player, but technically, his technique isn't as as good as those other ones. Surfing with the Alien. Not since I was 12. Yeah. And it's good to see Barbara Jackson Gordon. Hello, hello. And I said hi to Lady Diane. We do not want to see. This room is safe. This room is safe. This room is safe. Yes, it's the other room is the Jackson Pollock painting. Yes. Whip's ball still haven't dropped. I'm starting to get worried. There was a TikTok that said something like that. Mary Oliver, hello, hello. Hi there. Geek Boy says, I hate Kiss. Yeah, I don't really bunch of sellouts and nails. Yeah. But again, the music, I do try to separate the artist from the music as much as I can, or from the art as much as I can. Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes people are just horrible human beings, and I don't want to support them in any way. But other times, it's borderline, and maybe I just disagree with something, and we'll deal with it. I do like some of Kiss songs. Yeah. Branton, hello, sir. What's going on? Branton, go to your room. Is that like a running joke now? Van Halen's first album was 78, I think. I don't think so. Look it up. I think it was earlier. Van Halen's first album, a self-titled release, was released on February 10th. I was wrong, and is widely considered one of the greatest debut albums. Huh. Man, I could have swore the first album. Here, this is let's see what she thinks about it. I'm testing this new version. I'm getting paid quite a bit for it. Alexa, when was Van Halen's very first album? Alexa, what was Van Halen's very first album? I'm sure Whip is right.
Van Halen's very first album was simply titled Van Halen, released in 1978. It was a game changer that introduced the world to Eddie Van Halen's revolutionary guitar techniques and the band's high-energy rock sound.
Alexa, when did Van Halen first form?
Van Halen first formed in Pasadena, California in 1972.
There we go.
The band was initially started by brothers Eddie and Alex Van Halen, with David Lee Roth and Michael Anthony joining shortly after.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'm glad I could help you with your Van Halen questions. Rock on.
So that's what it was. It was 6 years between the time that they were first out and then their first album. Where we at? I just couldn't take Kiss seriously, but I was almost an adult when they came out. Yeah. Same here. Some of their songs were not bad though. Yep, I agree with you 100%, Barbara Jackson Gordon. BJG. I agree with you. Yeah. some of them were pretty good. Detroit Rock City was okay. Beth, I was actually, I enjoyed Beth. Damn it! It jumped on me again. Rico, you're free to have the wrong opinion, Stan. Exactly. Exactly. Jody's not very active in chat. Shoveling the snow at the storage is out of the unit doors. Yeah. You guys got quite a bit there in Iowa, right? I got to see them in person on their first tour. They did not disappoint. Unlike Aerosmith that day, who sucked big time live. That's when they were really, right around that time was when they were really heavily doing a lot of really nasty drugs and drinking heavy. Aerosmith, that is. I've seen Aerosmith. I don't think I've ever seen Van Halen in concert. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I mean, I've seen a lot of bands, but I don't think I ever saw. I saw Aerosmith, and I saw somebody, Deep Purple, Aerosmith, and somebody else together, and I don't remember who the other person was. I saw Rush a lot, Bob Seger, Journey, a lot of alternative bands too. Like there was a channel in Arizona called KUKQ that was all alternative rock music. It was an AM station, and they put on the Q Fest, Bananarama and Dramarama, Social Distortion, a lot of those kind of bands. I saw those. I saw a lot of reggae. In fact, Michelle was pregnant for Anthony, our oldest, when we went to go see. She was very pregnant when we went to go see. It was a reggae fest. I don't remember all the bands that were there, but my favorite reggae band is Burning Spear. And that was for the Mequi Dweet album. So, yeah, whatever year that was when Anthony was born. 1991? No, 93. 91. Anthony was born in 91. Right? You don't know. Well, I'm asking you. Ariel was 93. Naden was, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 93 and 97. It is. I'm wrong. My oldest was 93. My oldest with Michelle, 93, my daughter 97, and my youngest son in 2001. David was born before then too, but David was adopted. Just bought my Findig t-shirt. Nice. Someday I want to go there. Someday I'd like to go to that. The beard has become perfect. It's not even brushed today, but thank you, Lady Diane. I just put on some beard and face lotion from Duke Cannon that my wife absolutely loves the smell of. I actually like this one better, but she likes the smell of this one, and she bought it for me, so I use it the most, so I can rub my face on her more. Next, I'm going to hear Batman can beat Superman, and Chevy is better than Ford. Batman could beat Superman. He's even got a plan on how to do that. He has plans on how to beat all of the DC heroes. And Chevy and Ford are the same exact thing, so it doesn't matter. I had to restart my phone. I had to restart my thong. Restart my thong. I thought Geek was messing with me, but it was my phone not acting right. I finally got his link to play, and I might cry now. That's so sweet. Oh. Someone go to my change control meeting for me. Is everything going good with that now too? I saw you were talking about the beginning of it and having to deal with people not doing their part of things, but everything going good? February 10th, 1978. Yeah, I'm old. I dropped my phone with the holder thing to keep it in my hand, then pick it up, grunting, and drop my glasses. I almost fell over and picked them up at the same time. Mine responded. So I have the testing ones. I'm testing some of the devices. I have the app that I was testing. And again, I talked about this the other day. The new features of the latest one is way better than the current one. Like I have the current one on a bunch of devices, not a bunch, but a few devices. And the new one, just way better, way better. You can have a conversation and ask things, and do things like one of my favorite things to do is ask about the top 10 or a few, like, okay, great example, sushi recipes. I asked for sushi recipes. Uh, she gave me a list of 5 of them, and then I asked her to email it to me, which she did with the links so I could go see it later. You know how much I use my email. So that's great. I love that. There's a bunch of other things too. So the change in that product is drastic, and it's way better than what it used to be. See, this one has to be a certain voice, but this one's got this voice. Hold on. Computer, launch Big Sky.
Currently, it's 34 degrees and feels like 11, with windy weather and clear skies for the hour. Today, you can expect mostly cloudy skies, with breezy weather until tonight. Today's high will be 35 degrees and feel like 20. The overnight low will
Computer,
be 27.
stop. She sounds like that. Crikey. Okay. Saw a lot of bands too. Hard to remember. Yeah, I'm having a hard time. We used to go all the time to see bands. I saw one of my favorites was The Police with Madness and the Thompson Twins. 84 maybe. I don't remember. I remember it was at the Phoenix Red Wings stadium. It's where where the Red Wings was the minor league baseball team where they used to play. It was right by Legend City and Compton Terrace, where there was a lot of bands and stuff too. But yes, Police, Madness, and Thompson Twins, that was a really good show. I did see Yingwei and AC/DC together at that same place. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. I can't. That was a fun one. I'll tell stories about that, the Clash, but yeah. Just all kinds of, I do have sort of, eclectic tastes in music. Not as much as some people, because I just can't get into rap, hip hop. I just don't. I don't know. I've tried my hardest and I can't. I do love R&B. I love new folk. I love folk music. I love heavy metal. I like just all different kinds of stuff, but just can't get into rap or hip hop. And I've talked about that so many times. There he is, Brother Dan. Brother Dan, all that food is gone except for one wheel of cheese. All of it. The blood sausage my youngest son and I ate. The chorizo I just ate, and I couldn't stop eating. That was so good. That was delicious. It was chorizo, but it was it was like pepperoni. It was little discs of chorizo. Man, that was good. And the blue cheese is just delicious. And one of them's already gone. And I'll probably start the other one today. I'm surprised I'm not just pooping green mold, blue mold. I guess it's blue because blue cheese. It's not green cheese. Aerosmith was 2 hours late and obviously super drunk. I think they got booed, but Van Halen's Dave TV did backflips all across the stage and they just killed. I have never seen Pink Floyd, and that's one of the ones. Zeppelin and Pink Floyd are the two bands that I have not seen that I really wish I could have. I just never was able to. Sorry. Sorry. There's been some other bands too that I've wanted to see. Tom Waits. Tom Waits is my very favorite, and I've never seen him in concert. Would love to see Tom Waits. I would have liked to have seen him a long time ago, though, because he turned into that very gravelly voice. Like his early stuff was, singer, songwriter, piano player type stuff. But he got very theatrical, and his voice got super gravelly. And the peak of that is what I like the most. Okay. Zenny said, I grew up in the Houston livestock show and rodeo circuit doing trail rides and cook-offs. So the first 16 years or so, I for all country music concerts. And my first was Reba McEntire. What other ones? What other country? Reba was a little bit, I mean, I don't mind Reba. I like old country. When I say old country, everywhere from the 50s to maybe first couple of years, maybe the first right around 1980. Um, I do like Kenny Rogers, and that's more 80s, right? Don Williams, one of my favorites, but I really like, uh, Mel Tillis, Tom T. Hall. Love Tom T. Hall. Great story writer, singer. Johnny Horton, obviously. A lot of that kind of stuff. Hello, Country Bumpkin, if you remember that song. That's the kind of stuff I really, really enjoy. And again, I've said this a million times, but I don't feel like country from like the mid 80s when I was country, Barbara Mandrell, stuff like that. By that point, it was starting to fade out for me. And then after that point, I just felt that country music was just pop. There is a lot of that. There is a lot of good country music today. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of great music today in every genre. But a lot of the more mainstream, same with mainstream pop music, though, today. I don't really care for most of the mainstream pop music. There's some I like. Buy Myself Flowers. I think that's an amazing song. I think Lady Gaga has an amazing voice, too. There's some good pop music, but a lot of it is just so overproduced today, and I don't care for it. And it's the same with country. Country, the mainstream country is just pop music today. That's all. So you might be going to class this year. Wedding would make a romantic trip for your wife. There you go. Right here at the Providence Civic Center in the 1980s. Nice. Van Halen recorded parts of Panama right here. Panama. My other first concert was No Doubt. Gotcha. That's good. Gwen. I always wanted to wear her belly as a hat. Gwen Stefani. Black Eyed Peas, open for them. I did see, in that same sort of thing where Black Eyed Peas and No Doubt. Oh God, what's the name? Oh my God, it's Michael Bolton. I talked about that one too. Michael Bolton was hair metal. He had an album called Fool's Game, and his earlier stuff was that. And I swear I saw him open for Ozzy. But when I went to look for it, I don't see that anywhere. I don't see him opening for Ozzy anywhere. But Michael Bolton. I keep wanting to say Michael McDonald. I'm gonna be there. Buffalo Photo. What's up, Larry? Hello, sir. Scuba Steve came back in. Vanoski, hello. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. If you came in, autocorrect, gotcha. My first ever concert was Fleetwood Mac. That's a good one. I was just a child, too young to drive, too young to know that the haze hovering over the crowd wasn't just cigarette smoke. I went to see Molly Hatchet and Triumph together, and I was wearing fringed moccasin boots, brown corduroys, a Led Zeppelin shirt, because I was a huge Led Zeppelin fan at the time, and a fringed vest, and things right here. And I was padded because, lots of hair and wear clothes. There seems to be some lag going on here. Yeah. So I got something else going on. Actually, I got all this software I never even closed. Has it been bad this whole time? Just didn't pay attention? I didn't realize I had all these other apps open my weather stuff and everything else. There we go. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, so I was patted down and luckily they didn't find anything. But yeah, Molly Hatchet with Triumph. That was a really good show. Really good show. That was 80s, I think. Pretty sure that was 80s. Sublime. Never saw Sublime. Would like to see that. Whippy Wants Wingies. Tommy boy. I'm with you on the music. Jody P, you got the same kind of taste, or you mean about the subjective part of it? How big a wheel we talking? Hold on. Hold, please. Ooh. Hold. Hold on, I'll be right back. It's going to take me a minute. All right, come on, guys. Want to say hi? Say hi. Come on. No, you're not. You're not going to have any. Not for doggies. It's not for doggies. There we go. That size. This I ate one of these identical. Okay, I'm talking over here though. I'm not talking to you. And you can't have blue cheese. Nice. So there, yeah, that's he sent me two of these identical, and I finished one off in like a day. I haven't had any problems, that was a couple days ago, and everything's still moving the way it should, so I'm okay. But yeah, I'll be opening that one up and having it. I just absolutely love it. It's super tangy, but it's not overly like some blue cheese I've had, blue cheesy cheese. It's so tangy that it leaves like a burning sensation in the back of your throat. This is borderline, right to there, which is good. Okay, settle down. You want to say hi to people? Look over here. Look over here. Over here. Over that way. Dude, over this way. Hi, Vodosky. Love me some chorizo. That was an Argentinian cafe near the office. A great chorizo empanadas. I think you showed me those. That sounds good. I've never had a chorizo empanada. You can keep hip hop short of Bust a Move by Young MC. I'm out. Alice Cooper. I've never seen Alice Cooper either, but I did meet Alice Cooper. So we lived in Scottsdale, Arizona. I lived with a band called Damn Straight. They used to play at the Hollywood Alley all the time. Hollywood Alley was just a bar, but they played out quite a bit. They actually had an album and stuff. But so I lived with this band called Damn Straight, and the drummer, Angel, was big golfer, and he went to the driving range one day, and he was hitting the ball and stuff, and somebody behind him gave him some tips, and he turned around and it was Alice Cooper, and he got to be sort of friends with Alice, and the opening night of Alice's restaurant, which was called Alice's Cooperstown, something. There's some plurals in there. But they got to be the opening band. And that wasn't Damn Straight at the time. He had gone and he was in a different band. I don't remember what the name of that one was. It had a female lead singer. I don't remember what the name of that band was, but it was good. But they got to be the opening act. He got to be, I don't know if you call him friends with Alice Cooper, but so I got to meet him, but I never saw him in concert. There's Scooby Steve. Zoinks! Iron Maiden and Tool. And I haven't seen either of them. I like both of those too. I hate that that's my truth. I have seen Iron Maiden. And Judas Priest in concert, not together, but I've seen them in concert. Black Sabbath. Again, I mentioned Deep Purple. Rush, I saw Rush 3 albums in a row. Absolutely love Rush. Trying to think of other bands from that time period. Bob Seger was with the Georgia Satellites. They had that song, Keep Your Hands to Yourself. I don't remember how it went. First live concert was Sesame Street on Ice. Johnny Cash. Never saw Johnny Cash live. Fleetwood Mac had Stevie Nicks. That's all it took for me back then. Yeah. George Strait's final performance. I swear he sang directly to me. There's Lady or Buffalo Photo. Hi, Larry. I said hi to you before, right? Then he said, my grandfather, aunt, and I were all rodeo committee members, and I'm a lifetime member, so I've seen so many, probably 5 or 6 a year for several decades. Wow. Sorry. I think I'm about done here. Favorite AI generated song? I don't know. There was that one about something about my butthole. I don't remember what it was. There's a burning in my butthole or something like that. I see him on TikTok all the time, but the one you made too, and I don't remember what the name of it was. That one was pretty good. There's a bunch of those country sounding songs. What? Come on. Come on. What? Look over there. Look at that right there. That's Wally. My Wallers. That's my Wally. He does that noise all the time. Come, buddy. 11, you want to come say hi? We have a 55-gallon drum of oil in the backyard. It was of oil from a long time ago. It's got one of the big, things on the top that you pump to get the oil out. Well, I guess the seal around that broke, and it's right next to the eaves. So rain hit it and went into the barrel of oil and sprayed out. So I didn't even realize it. There was still a lot of snow and stuff, and I was walking him, and it's right by the back door, and he stepped into oil. That's the first time I saw it, was when it was on his feet. And I was like, oh, and his feet were covered like all the way up, to like the dew claw area. So I had to, there's footprints all over the little bed and stuff back here. See, right there. See those footprints? Right there. Right there. Those are doggy footprints of oil. I think I'm about done here. 3:20. Night Owl. What's going on, Drew? Shady? Oh, yeah. Shady Grady? Hold on. Let's just get down there. Ass Hat Michael Bolton? Yeah. Yeah, the guy who said he wrote When a Man Loves a Woman. Mine is Get Out Me Swamp by Aquarium Adventures. I don't think I've heard it. 72 to 73, Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, Dark Side of the Moon is probably my favorite album overall. I mean, I listen to that at least once a month, Dark Side of the Moon. And Dark Side of the Moon, really, it feels like it could have been released yesterday to me. A lot of albums sound dated. Even the Zeppelin stuff from that time, it's definitely got a very 70s-centric sound to it. Say that 5 times fast. But that Pink Floyd song, Dark Side of the Moon, it still, to me, holds up. Maybe it's just because I heard it when it came out and stuff, but it still holds up very well, and it's one of my favorite. That's what I do quite often, is I go through whatever band I'm in the mood for, and I'll start at the very beginning and listen to all their albums. And that's all I listen to for that week or however long it takes. And I do that with Pink Floyd the most, probably. Rush is up there. Zeppelin. I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. I know, the stuff with their ripping off blues stuff. I get it, but in high school, Zeppelin was it. I would listen to the Zeppelin 8 tracks on my car. That's all. I never even listened to the radio. It was all Zeppelin. No Talent, Ass Clown. Ass Clown. Ass Clown doesn't sound, to me, Ass Clown doesn't sound like a bad thing. To me, Ass Clown sounds like a fun thing. An Ass Clown. That just sounds, to me, that sounds like a cool thing. It's like when somebody says, go F yourself. Don't threaten me with a good time, right? I don't know where I heard that. I didn't think of that. That was like a comedian or a TikTok or whatever. Somebody said that. And I agree with it 100%. Go F yourself. Oh, I wish I could, So what's up with Shady Grady? I'm finally down to Uncle Smiley's comment. 10 minutes, 11 minutes behind. Hi, Cheryl Smith. But what's up with Shady Grady? Is he still having issues with his foot and stuff? I mean, he was in a lot of pain. Hope Mike's doing okay, man. Rat Poison concert was pretty good. I'm pretty sure they opened for Ozzy. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think I saw that one, but Ozzy never showed at our event, and that was when he injured himself on a four-wheeler or something. Oh, gotcha. I did see that concert, Rat Poison and Ozzy. I want to say that was like 86, maybe 86, 85, 87, somewhere between there. I did see that one. Okay, so I wasn't a bunch of stuff going on with the stream. Shared a picture of me and Tom T. Hall. Nice. I'll have to look at that. There's Drew. Not Al Aquatics is driving. Lady Diane said Pink Floyd was here for their last tour, 86. I could feel every organ in my body, and we were nosebleed seats. How many organs were in your body? Oh, you mean your own organs. I'm sorry, Lady Diane. That was wrong. That was inappropriate, and I apologize. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I would love to see Pink Floyd. I'm making coffee and your voice is affected, so I had no idea if there were video issues. Okay. Fringe sway was such a look. Yep. Fringy vest with my bell-bottom corduroys. Yep. Yep. 100%. Except I didn't wear the bell-bottoms too often because that was the moccasin boots. And those things stunk. Oh my God, they stunk. There was just no way to really clean them very well. They just, after a while, they just stunk. You just had to throw them away and get a new pair. I mean, they were so hard to clean. Drew said, I worked in a wild live music club in the 90s to 2000s. Nice. Then worked music fests all over the country for years, seen all kinds of crazy. That scared me because there's a truck going by. That's not even it. Oh, yeah. Hey, sit. Levin. You can open the door, Go open the door. 11, open the door. You go open the door then. Somebody better open the door. I'm going to open up some ass. Stop it. Chihuahua. Lollapalooza. I went to the first 3 Lollapaloozas. First Lollapalooza, that was Jane's Addiction and Butthole Surfers and Ice Tea. Body Count. It was Body Count. One of those icy guys. Who else was there? A whole bunch of stuff. My daughter still has the shirt from that. I gave her the shirt a few years ago. Obviously didn't fit me anymore. It was like a large. Now a large fits my thigh. But I do like going to those music fests, and I did. Lollapalooza was really good the first few years. I liked that. Grateful Dead, I've seen them a few times. Not only, I think, once, maybe in the 70s. Most of it was in the 80s for the Grateful Dead. Respectable wheel. I mean, it's a good size, especially considering I ate it all by myself because nobody else here likes it. I love blue cheese. You hear that? I love blue cheese. Drew said first big concerts were the first 3 years. Lollapalooza, yeah. Then some early 90s Grateful Dead shows. Ooh. Yeah, my Grateful, that's funny. I just said that. I didn't even see your comment. I don't think I saw the Dead in the 90s. No, because the last time I saw them was the day after I met my ex-wife that night, and I almost didn't go to the concert because we spent all night together. I almost didn't go to the concert instead, but my buddy Sean and other friends, talked me into it, which I'm glad they did. So that had to be like 87 or so. That was the last time I saw the Dead. Alice Cooper and Marilyn Manson. It does seem odd, but at the same time, it's sort of like Manson is sort of like an Alice Cooper, modern Alice Cooper. Modern Alice Cooper, I think. Sort of. So that's, goes together pretty good. Did Stephen P. just use the word respectable in a Rico stream? Things you never thought you'd see. Big golf fanatic. Yeah, yeah. He was even head of the PTA, I think. Okay, got that. It just it jumped on me. So respect his relative. Yeah, respect your relatives or whatever. Don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Yeah, Georgia Satellites. Fish Dreams. Hello there. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Another person. No. I did see Stevie Ray Vaughan. It wasn't just him though. He was at something. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Just wow. Stevie, probably my favorite pure guitar player. I mean, he could sing too, but I mean, when I think about just guitar, and if I want to listen to a guitar player, Stevie's my favorite. He really is. Like the Austin City Limits stuff, you go watch some of that stuff. He just wow. I mean, every time I'm just sitting there like this. You know, wow. Garth Brooks when he's still playing, yeah. Never saw him either. By that time, I really didn't care for country as much. I heard oil does is not good as a personal lube. Guess it's okay for you. 55-gallon drum, yeah. Shady hasn't been around for a good while. He's making me nervous. Somebody reach out to him then. Somebody reach out to Shady Grady. See how Mike's doing. You know, he did have some really bad problems with his ankle. I mean, a lot of metal and stuff in it, but that was a year ago. No, that was this past summer because he couldn't make it to the Clash because of it. Hope he's doing well, Shady Grady. Animals, yep. Animals is a great album too. Yep. And what's the other one right there? Metal, Meddle. Metal was the other one. Those are probably my favorite. Well, Wall. The Wall is up there too. So those four. Probably Dark Side. Yeah, Dark Side, Animals, The Wall, Metal. Those are probably my favorite four in that order. Which it's hard for me to do, so that's surprising that I could even do that. The Kinks, yeah. Kinks were good. A couple hours listening to the Kinks. Forgot how many songs they had. Yeah, so many. And they've been around since like what, 66 or so? Flatulist. So are you saying damn it. Aqualung. Jethro Tull. God, I couldn't remember the name. Flatulist. Is that a flutist? Is that what that is? What's a flatulist? Is that somebody who plays the flute? Yaz flute. You can open the door. It's not shut. If you want to go out there, you can. Not out there. Out there. Aiden's out there. Want to go say hi to him? What are you looking at? What do you see? Can I have a kiss? Oh, wow. Denied. Denied. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Oh, I love you. I love you, doggy. Such a good boy. 8 tracks. Sadly, I remember. I feel old now. Yeah, I remember. There's some songs I only heard on 8-track. I never heard them on the radio, or I never heard them another way. I only heard them on the 8-track. And for anybody who doesn't know, the 8 tracks had 4 tracks. Well, they had 8 tracks, but 4 separate. It's like flipping it over. It was like the album, you know, an LP has 2 sides, right? You flip it over and hear the second side. Well, an 8-track had 4 of those. So you'd be listening to the first track, and sometimes it would line up just right. So the song would just end, and then it would click, and you start the next track. Well, sometimes it didn't, though. Sometimes it just faded out, and then it would click, and then it would come back up again and on the next track. Leo Sayer, I Love You More Than I Can Say, I think. I think it was from his greatest hits. I hadn't heard that song except for on the 8-track. And for the longest time, I thought that was part of the song. It just didn't hit me that that wasn't part of the song. So the first time I heard it away from the 8-track and it didn't click, I was like, what the hell? You know? I might have met John Paul Jones. We met a guy at a bar once who told us that's who he was, but he also could just be unhoused and cray-cray. He honestly did look similar, but Smiller. He did look Smiller, but I was only 22. John Paul Jones was a really good bassist. Is a good bassist. Is that when America was great? Where was I at? John Paul Jones. I got that. Vanilla Ice. You put the moccasins on and soak your feet in water, then let them dry in the sun while you nap. That stink. That would, they stunk so bad. It didn't matter what you do to them. I could never figure out a way to make the stink go away. And I'm very, I can't stand bad smells. You know, I'm very cognizant of that. So a guy at the bar where a guy thought he met Greg Allman, but it turned out it was just me and I was fucking. I think you told me that. Yeah. I remember that story. Nancy B said I was working at a record store when Jerry Garcia died. I think that was the first rush to buy because Blank died. I worked for people who buy tons of stuff because someone had just passed. Oh, gotcha. Probably a lot of people who were thinking that stuff was going to be worth more too, right? Stevie was just so damn smooth. Yeah, God, man, he could just play. Man. They really could get into it. I know. Yeah, the Grateful Dead were definitely one of those. Hey, what are you doing? There's nothing in there for you. Eleven, do you want to come say hi? Come here, Hootie. She's upset. Her girl, my daughter, went to Canada. I don't remember who they went to see. My son-in-law's birthday is this week. I think it's this week. And so they went to see somebody. I can't remember. She just told me this morning before they left. I don't remember who it was. But they went to see a show in Ontario, Canada. My daughter just got into vinyl. I got a record player for Christmas, so it might be her idol if I had it done. Hey, make me think you're getting into something. Yeah, my daughter has a record player as well, and she plays a lot of albums. A flautist does play the flute. Okay, gotcha. Coughing, all that cheese. No, it's it's my lungs, like scar tissue from the RA, and my throat. I've had this cough for years now, and it just won't go away. If I laugh really hard, I always end up coughing really hard. I have to be very careful about that. Jesus. Want to design a pair of leggings for the penguin wedding? I'm not good at design. I just get lucky every once in a while, you know. If it takes any effort at all, I give up. You know, when it comes to design and stuff. But I would love to be able to help in some way, Foxanne. I don't know what, but I would definitely love to help you guys in some way, shape, or form. I love that Eric is doing the ceremony. But if there's anything I can do, reach out to me and let me know. Yeah, I can try and do, some kind of leggings. Working through the brisket lunch. Ooh, we got a brisket up there too. The leather would dry and squeeze your feet. Yeah. I mean, that's how they used to do that, right? 8-track didn't click just right. First thing I thought, it just ate my tape. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. My daughter just asked if I knew of Roxanne Powers and brought me the mail. It's official. Nice. That's okay, Mary Oliver. I know what you're saying. I can read through it most of the time. Whips are pretty bad, but he's just dumb. I can't smell it all, but I'm sure my knee-high moccasins stank to high heaven by the time I put them away for the last time. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know if they were exactly knee-high, but they were close enough. That's what I'm talking about, though, is that style. I didn't know you can't smell. You must have told me that because my mom couldn't smell. She was born premature, and she never had a sense of smell, which was great when I was a young man. And like my dad would leave for a while, didn't have to go outside to do things that would smell bad because my mom couldn't smell them. 15-year-old daughter loves the record players, and she's in love with Elvis. Nice. You know what? I think I'm going to go. Steven, do you plan on wearing a dress? I mean, you did say you would. If commanded to, I suppose. All right. I think that's good. Hey, we didn't see Kelly Foreman. I hope Kelly's doing okay. Hopefully she's just busy today, or maybe she's on another trip. I don't think she's on a trip, right? Hopefully she's not sick. Thank you guys, everybody came in and hung out with me. Thanks, Stephen, for the membership thing. That was awesome. Thank you so much. You know, it's amazing. You guys, it's been, over 3 years since I've been monetized, and I have never not once gotten a check every month because of you guys. You guys.
That's crazy. Thank you.
Kelly Forward. And she just dropped a super chat. I'm sorry, it's just my throat is really starting to get bad. Thank you, Kelly. I was just talking about you too because I didn't see you. Hope you're doing well. So back, when I was streaming all the time, yeah, that made more sense, right? But I'm so sorry. But now that I hardly even stream, again, I still have 50 members, and I stream once a month on average. I make a few videos that aren't even fish related, and you guys still support the hell out of me. So, I say it all the time, but thank you from the bottom of my. Trying to think of something different than heart. From the bottom of my, I guess from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all the support and all the care and everything. You guys have definitely made my life a lot better, and it's been a rough year, to say the least. And I don't know that I would have gotten through it without my friends. And I don't want to say names again because I always leave somebody out, but you know who you are. I don't know that I would still be here without this doggy, the support I get at home and the support I get from you guys. So thank you so much. And bottom of your spleen, bottom of your soul, bottom of my ass. That's where I was going to go. I was trying to, figure it out. And we'll see you guys when we see you again. No planned streams, just whenever I feel up to it, I will stream. I'm still hoping that I'm going to do it just this once. Still hoping that we have a focus on with Zen Ginger in the future. Look, that little doggy. That's 11's. 11, come here. Come here, say hi. Come here, say hi. Oh, she's so mean. She just does this when I talk to her. She looks at me, and then she'll just go. She won't look at me again. She does it every time. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys. Take care. I'm clicking buttons. Oh, wait. I got to do this first. And Zenny, I'm not going to do another focus on unless it's you. I might do some after that, but I will not do another focus on unless it's you. No pressure. Thank you, guys. See ya. Oh, I have to click it again. I'm still here.